Hello everybody, welcome to my page, Messages from Venus. I know it's late, but I wanted to make this video. It was a nice day outside, so I decided to take a walk. I've been trying to knock things out at home. My hair's not done because I have it in a bun. I don't wrap my hair, so when you guys see my little hairs in the front coming out, it's because I don't wrap it. You know, I don't do a doobie because I like big hair. Or the curls coming down. But anyway, this video here is specifically for me to speak to you guys in regards to the spirits and the different elemental spirits there are, and how you guys should get to know it, or get to know them, I mean. First and foremost, this video, just in case you guys are watching my channel for the first time, this video was inspired due to, and I'm going to be switching my camera from hand to hand, but it was inspired due to Doreen Virtue's inability to be a real person to anybody, or inability to be honest with anybody. Not her followers, not people that aren't her followers, people that want to be her follower, etc., etc. Yeah, she wasn't being honest with you guys. Why? Because this person decided that she wanted to go back to the church, be a little bit judgmental, and okay, you can go back to the church, fully go back to the church. I don't know what type of church accepts her when they know that she's a reader. The fucking fuckery. Anyway, but we're a spiritual consultant. But I just wanted to let you guys know what happened to her in a little bit more in depth. So when you guys are working with a certain element, let's just say, and you guys, let me see if I can cross the street, and you guys want to work with this element or the spirit under this element, you have to know who you're working with, or you have to know all the spirits, or at least not get to know them physically, but know of their existence is what I should say. You should know of the spirit's existence so that you know to recognize them when they have different characteristics, or they appear to you. You know that you're not dealing with a jinn or a fairy, etc., etc. So all of the spirits that belong within the universe called your body, or your body elements, outside of your body and within the earth come from an element, and the elements are either fire, water, air, and earth. And spirit would be considered your body. The angels that she works with or was working with are considered devas in Sanskrit. They call them the devas, and there are different devas. Spirit, or they all fall under the category of a different deva. And the devas can be a jinn, can be a gnome, can be a fairy. They can be an angel deva. They can be malicious spirits. They don't like to call them demons in Sanskrit. I don't even think that word exists in Sanskrit. You just need to know what element you're working with. Okay, she clearly, if you're working with an angel, you know, or you would think that she would know that she's working with the elements of air for the most part, because of their wings, etc., etc. Or you would think that she was aware that that's the type of contact that she wants to make, or that she was wanting to make, or that she was attempting to make in her mind. But that is not the case. There are angels that are considered just angel devas, and the angel devas are spirits or entities that protect and guard and run and manifest on this plane, you guys. So what does that tell you? When a deva manifests or runs this plane in some way, shape, or form, that means that tells you that they're here. They're not in another realm, and they're not in higher realms, even though the devas that are considered, let me keep walking here, that are considered angels, are considered to be of higher realms. Within those angel devas, you guys see different categories. and I'll be walking back and forth from block to block because I'm around people. So they have different categories of devas. And then, oh, I should have walked down there. And then they have categories within their own categories. So they have the seraphims, the cherubims, they have the archangels. I don't believe there is such thing as a guardian angel. I think that's like a new age thing, because in Sanskrit it does not exist. They call them something totally and completely different. If you guys look up angel devas, you would know the exact list of all of them. I'm not going to sit here and give you all of the information because I literally want you guys to research. Okay, but if you look up angel devas or elemental spirits, you will know, you will come up with, or the search will come up with a list of, I look hideous under this light, or a list of the certain entities that go under these elements. And the entities that she was working with have certain demeanors to them, okay? And when you guys continue to research on the angel devas, you will realize that these devas are the guardians of the galaxy. So when you guys are like going to watch that movie, look out for the symbolism. They are the guardians of the galaxy, okay? They live within us, not just in the planet Earth, but they live, or amongst us. They live in this galaxy, okay? It's a higher realm within this galaxy, and they were created outside of the Matrix. If you guys read upon the Matrix or read the Nag Hammadi scriptures, the Nag Hammadi scriptures talks about them, but talks about them in a way where it only separates them from higher beings, and then the archons or the archons, which I like to call them archons because that's how it's pronounced. I mean, that's how it's spelled. So if you guys look these things up, these things will start making sense to you. However, what happened to poor little Doreen Virtue is that she was working with only one aspect of them, and that is not okay. When you work with one aspect of anybody, that's like you marrying somebody, you making a contract with somebody, and you only read one clause, and there's like 50 clauses in that one contract. That's no good. She's making fairy decks, and all the fairies are, oh my god, wonderful, and you guys can contact them. Nope, because with the fairies comes the gnomes and the jinns. And you should know that, especially when you're invoking these spirits or these people. They're more like people to me. Oh, let me see, hold on. And when doing so, you have to be very careful to know the difference. Even if you don't know everything in its totality, but it's good to know the difference in characteristics. Why? Because the devas, besides the angel devas, have similar characteristics. So, to the conclusion of that, I feel like she was working with different devas that were actually the jinn, and the jinn, which you guys would consider like the demons or entities that are called the, oh my goodness, how'd I just ran out of gas in a minute. You guys call them not the archons, but the Goetians. You guys call them the Goetians in a sense. And you know what? Let me just continue to walk back because there's nowhere for me to walk. Anyway, but you guys call them the Goetians is what you consider them, or the category you have them under is the Goetia. And they're actually jinn. If you guys look up or look at the category of jinn and their characteristics, that's what they're under. Or you guys call them the fallen angels as well. No, they're the jinn. And guess what? Something else about the jinn. The jinn are under the element of the body. That means they live within you. That means they live within your DNA. That means those are your real ancestors. She didn't really tell you guys that now, did she? But if you guys look those things up, you guys will find that out. That the jinn, amongst other deva spirits or elemental spirits, are really your ancestors, or those people that you like to call, oh, they're in inner earth. Yeah, inner earth is also considered your body. And everything is documented within your DNA, past life, present life, and possibly the future that you might be creating for yourself. So, these kids playing around. So, you guys have to be very careful. Sometimes the jinn specifically will like to work with, or tend to work with, their offspring. Or you're their offspring within their DNA, or who they consider family. They like to work with you. And sometimes they have like callings, or they call out to people or certain people. They will have to try to have contact with you, or bother you. Those are signs that you might have something in your DNA that connects them with you, and so therefore you're able to contact them easier than doing a ritual. You can probably just be sleeping and they'll just be there, trying to contact you, trying to have them work with you, or you work with them, not because they want your soul. They want to give you a self-awareness. Okay, that's what it is. It's self-awareness is what they're trying to give you. They're not trying to take your soul in any way, shape, or form. You have to be self-aware. You have to know what's inside of you, DNA wise, what the atoms in your body are made up of, how you were created. You need to know these things. These things are important to know. So when you're a witch, or when you're an alchemist, or you're a spiritual consultant, an angel card reader, an angel reader, a life coach, you are responsible for creating awareness, okay? And for a lot of you guys that like to talk shit, because I do watch some people's videos, which some people I've stopped watching, like angel card readers, because you guys are like full of the fucking bullshit. You don't even know yourselves. Oh, well, I don't want to be considered under this category because, you know, this category isn't, and you probably are negating your ancestors. That's treacherous, okay? I have Haitian and Dominican and Gypsy bloodline and Spaniard bloodline, and amongst other things, Jewish, you fucking name it. And I'm gonna sit here and deny my bloodline? I think not. No. I'm gonna research myself. I'm gonna see where the fuck I came from, what's in my DNA. I'm gonna research their magic and see what they were doing, how they were manifesting things, and see if I can get myself to that level and then some. That's what you really should be doing. Not taking care of the fluff, not talking about the fluff, not wanting to be goody all the time, because that's not realistic. You have problems, okay? And sometimes a lot of us, and me myself included, a lot of us have gone down that road where we forgive and make ourselves the fucking doormat. Well, we have to be nice because the angel said that we have to be nice. You're probably being master manipulated by entities or angels that were, oh my god, somebody was peeing, that were that manage this world. They like manage this is what they do. They're the so-called light beings. They take your light. They connect to you by your light, by your soul. That's what they're doing. So please do research. Please look at the devas, DEVAS, deva angels, or angel devas, and you guys will find out a whole bunch of fucking information from different websites. And if you don't want to do the websites, you can always look up books. Get through this area right here. You guys can always look up books that talks about this stuff. Some of them are going to be in Sanskrit and some of them are going to be translated, but it's important for you guys to know, because therefore you will know who you are and where you came from and what you're working with. Like, for example, I've been, for the past couple of months, getting messages from the gnomes, and I have no idea. Like, I just haven't had the time to really research on them. I have no idea how I got to this place with them. I have no idea. I don't have a garden in the back of my house. I do connect with the fairies though, so maybe that's how. So we'll see. You know, explore yourself. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid. However, be cautious. Be cautious. Don't be afraid to explore, but be cautious, because they are elemental spirits, because that's what they basically are. They're the elements. They live within the elements. They were created by the elements. So the universe was the void. These entities were created from the void to the elements, and then from the elements they became whatever or whoever they are today. And I think a lot of people play around with these things, and they don't understand that. It's not that, oh my God, I believe that this is that. No, that's exactly how that happened. They came from the void. So when source, you guys are like, source, God, universe, you don't know what the fuck to call it. All right, you want to call it source. Okay, so when source exploded and was trying to figure itself out, and it said and that was the word. Those of you that study Christianity or anything else, anything, any knowledge, anything, and so he said the word, or the source said the word. He was creating the elements, and within those elements were created these entities were created, and these realms, and it continues to expand. Universe beside universe beside universe. This is proven stuff. If you guys decide to keep knowledge or get knowledge, I don't know how you guys are getting knowledge and not understanding that there's no more conspiracy theory. Like, there are documents within the FBI, or the files of the FBI. If you guys go to the CIA website, to FBI website, they have, this shit is public fucking information. How the fuck are you guys still like, I don't know, but I think? No, it's a time of knowing. Okay, this is the time of knowing, getting to know the elements. If you don't want to call yourself a witch and you still read the cards and you're like, oh well, I'm not a witch, you know, I'm not like you guys, I don't do that, then do that. Make sure that you're using the elements in some way, shape, or form. And somebody just text me or whatever, but make sure that you're connected with some sort of elements. That's why when you descend from an element, right? That's why all of us are under an element, and that element can be earth, water, fire, what am I missing? And air. How am I gonna miss air? It's my element. Hello. But you guys come from an element your damn fucking selves. That's why they have astrological charts. I don't fucking understand. I'm highly confused. I am very confused right now. Yes, I am. Very, very, very confused. I don't understand how you guys don't know yourselves. Or how, you don't have to learn how to read an astrological chart. You know Libra is under an air sign. You know Sagittarius is under whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope you guys know what I'm saying. So you, as a spiritual energetic field, or as an energy field, you know that you yourself are an element. So you have to have some sort of connection, even if it's in this life, past life, it doesn't matter. You have to have some sort of connection with the fairies, the nymphs, the gnomes, the jinn. You have to, these are your ancestors. So when people are like, oh, I have an ancestor altar, but do you really? And do they like you? Do your human ancestors like you? Because a lot of my ancestors, let's say if some of my aunts would die today, those bitches would not feed for me. I mean, those bitches wouldn't work for me. Those bitches would not work for me. These bitches will be like, no, bitch. No, because we didn't like you then, we don't like you now. We still never gonna like you. So you guys need to know, what type of relationships did you guys have? How are you trying to connect with these elemental beings? Because you know they're back in the universe. They died, so now they go back to God, source, the universe. So how the fuck are you guys working with them is my thing. Very strange. Very, very strange, the things that happen on social media. And the lies and the bullshit. It almost makes me sick sometimes, because I don't get it. I don't get how these spiritual gurus can negate an element, because that's what she did. That's why it makes me so angry. You fucking negated an element. Bitch, comment on my comments. You got a problem? I wish that bitch would ever find my fucking videos. Comment below. Let's have a debate. Please tell me about yourself. What's your fucking sun sign? And I'll tell you a little bit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And you have the audacity, the motherfucking audacity to mislead people into hating themselves, because that's basically what you're doing. When you tell people, oh, you know, don't get near these spirits, don't get near that, you're telling them to possibly hate themselves, because they might be part of that bloodline, or they might be part of that element. Look up the element that you were born under. Look up those elemental beings and see how you can connect with them. You probably connect with them in 2.5 seconds. Do you really want to connect with them is the next question. But you know, these are things you learn along the way. But I just wanted to make this little video for you guys, and comment below. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, if you need any links or anything, email me. I don't know. See you guys in the next video. Bye.